The Brandon Peters Show may contain explicit language and detailed plot points. For more information on the show, stay tuned to the end of the episode. And now, here's Brandon.
All right, welcome back to the Brandon Peters Show as we close with a song. In the series of music videos, which is the companion to the Summer of 82 at 40.
The Summer of 82 at 40.
Now, I'm going to welcome out the third participant in this run of music videos back to the show and host of the Curse Rise podcast and my personal favorite taxi dancer, Jennifer Wreyford.
Taxi dancing. Good times.
She's not really a taxi dancer. It's just that we talked about that last time. So I threw that there in case someone's first time. There's like, is that still a thing?
Frantically looking up, what's a taxi dancer?
my seniors crowd's like, is that still a thing? Are they still? I met Gladys at the club with taxi dancing. So, Jennifer, before we get into this, memories of the Summer of 82 at all?
Let's see. I was 3.
Yeah.
Not very many.
Not very. Yeah. As I tell people, like at this point we're in May, I am like 5 months old. So learning where we come from. Do you have any even though you don't remember, do you have any personal favorite movies around 82, this era or anything like that?
I feel like wasn't 82? When did E.T. come out?
This is the Summer of E.T. It's going to dominate once we get to it here.
That was the first movie I saw in theaters, and I was scared shitless at one point in the movie, and that's what I remember.
It was a scary movie. Like when the part where he I don't know, is dying and he's white in color. Yeah. Like, it's like, oh my God, that freaked me out as a kid.
I probably track a lot of my childhood trauma back to that having been the first movie I saw.
There you go. Yeah. I saw it was one of the first I saw, but I saw it on like a re-release. So I have memories of the theater, but I'm like, I was not carried as a baby and have like a recollection. I was like, they would re-release it throughout the era or throughout the 80s. And but that's a staple, and it rules the box office once it comes out. Only 2 movies will take it down, and I'll leave that for the listeners to find out. But today, our video that you get, and this, I swear to you, this was a random coincidence.
You did it on purpose.
I did not. Totally. You said something, I'm like, what? I was like, oh shit.
It was unconscious. It was a subliminal.
It was. I had to schedule, I had to figure these videos out. I had to make sure nobody got like a garbage list and I was trying to get like guy videos, girl videos, like different genres of music together. And then and then I sent them out, and then 867-5309 /Jenny. That's what we're talking. Yes. / Jenny by Tommy Tutone. That's what we're talking today with Jennifer here.
Yes.
It's from their 1981 sophomore album, Tommy Tutone 2. The song hit number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 and number 1 on the Rock Tracks, number 60 for the year. The album peaked at number 20 and number 88 for the year. So what's it like having to be the Jenny variety growing up with and living with this song?
Well, I don't like peas and carrots all that much, and my phone number is not 867-5309. And yes, I've had people make jokes about that. Less and less now, the older that I get.
Right.
It's a diminishing pool of people that make that connection.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This number is one of the catchiest damn songs.
It is, which actually I was, that was, so there's some of the debate about was there really a Jenny, was there not, and Alex Paul was like, no, literally I was sitting out under a plum tree and I wanted to do like a 4-chord whatever progression, and this is what came out. So
right, but they played it up though, because there's a fictionalized story that, because it said like Jenny's a regular girl, not a hooker. Friends of mine wrote her name, and number on a men's room wall at a bar. I called her on a dare. We dated for a while. I haven't talked to her with her since the song became a hit, but I hear she thinks I'm a real jerk for writing it. Not true at all.
Yeah.
But they went with it.
It's a sexier story. I mean,
It is. And you know what's funny? I believe in your rotation of videos, there's another one that's based on a lie too.
I was noticing, I got to be honest, I was looking at common themes and I went, oh, okay. The English major in me is starting to pull out common themes.
Yeah. It's kind of funny that happened. And other people's videos have had themes, and I didn't, like I said, accidents, all of happy accidents. Yeah. So yeah, they ran for it with years that there was a real Jenny, makes a better story, but not true. But this one caused people to call that number a lot. And there's a list of call logs. Like a woman, there was in 1982, a WLS radio obtained the number from a Chicago woman receiving 22,000 calls in 4 days. Like high schools, 200 calls in the 704 area code. There's people that would buy that number to use with their things for doing it. There's a pizza place apparently called Totally 80s Pizza that used it with their area code 970. There's a prank calls to real estates. Like you can look up logs of filed complaints with 867-5309 /Jenny.
Yeah.
That's what that's what it's listed. That's the listing is /Jenny.
Well, and they brought up some interesting things about like how people were at one point they were auctioning off the number, and then the FCC came back and said you basically this is you can't do this. This is public domain, sort of. And then I read, so there's something about a family in Florida where they all have the either the 867-5309 or just the 5309 part of it, and everybody in their family has gotten that part prefix as a nod to the song. Because I think they were actually connected to I don't know if it was a grandmother that had the 867-5309, but it became like this family legacy.
Oh, wow.
They all had that the last 4 digits with a different prefix.
Oh my God, that's a bit much.
Yeah.
And I made fun of license plates when people do that.
You know, every family has their things.
I guess. I don't know what mine is, but oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, normally when you do these things, like when you have a movie, it's 555. Just
right.
The Last Action Hero had the joke with 555. It's the area code. But yeah, this one's like, here's probably an actual number somewhere. So
yeah.
Back in the 80s it was easy to get away with prank calling. All like people that didn't know like Star 69 till like the 90s. Was it?
Is your refrigerator running? Yeah.
Yeah. I made a prank call or two back in my day.
Yes, I might have as well.
So that's the thing you can't do anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, but people don't even answer their phones now. But
I was gonna say my phone rang the other day and I was like, who died?
Yeah.
My friend's like, oh no, I just wanted to say hi. I was like, why didn't you text me?
I wanted to hear your voice. Yeah, there's that, and then it's like suspicious caller or spam. Or there's this one I got now called, it says Dynata, Dynata, and I looked it up and it's like it's a survey company. And I'm like, well, not answering your call.
Nope.
But they called me like 5 times in a day, so I answered one. And I was like, yes. And they're like, hi, I'm calling. I'm like, stop. I'm sorry. I'm like, stop calling me. Okay, so we'll put you on a list. It might be 24 hours. Like, thank you.
Yeah.
That was it. Normal. She didn't go, but you have to hear. She'd gotten it enough. I'm like, you called me 5 times in a day, and you're probably going to ask me about the upcoming, let's say we're at primary season. I don't care. Just no.
Take me off your list.
Nothing on your phone call is going to change my mind going to like, I don't care. You don't need your data. It's all, the polls are always off a lot of times too. So yeah, but this one, 867-5309 /Jenny. Had you seen the video before this?
Years and years ago.
Okay. I probably had caught it. But it's directed by Mark Robinson and stars Playboy Playmate Karen Morton as the Jenny of / Jenny. Robinson, he done Ramones videos, an Eddie Money video, Pat Benatar. He did the What's Love Got to Do With It video. Tina Turner, the one where she's walking around the park and stuff like that. Also Pretenders, Bob Dylan, Bob Marley. But yeah, so that's what he's done. So he's just a music video guy that didn't take off. But this one, it's a interesting little thing.
It's the underlying stalker thing. I was trying to figure out, so is the guy that she's kissing the psychologist?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Because I was like, yeah, it's a guy bar gazing, and she slides a number on a napkin, and it's got that phone number.
Yeah.
It's got the name, but it doesn't have a /.
No
forward slash. I know. I'm going to keep running that into the ground. But it amuses me. And then, like, he goes to the psychiatrist, and, like, that guy writes, they do the chorus together, and he's like, oh, Jenny, got your number. And then he winds up stalking her instead of just calling. He could have called. But did she not call him back? Maybe. I don't know. But
I don't think he had the cojones to call.
No. Probably not. But if she like slid it, because they didn't have a conversation, she just like walked by.
No, she's dropped her number.
Hey, stranger, there's a number. Here's the truck stops I like to hang out at. Like,
that's also something you don't see a whole lot of anymore. People writing people's phone numbers on the back of bathroom stalls. That used to happen all the time.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you ever have friends do something mean and put your number on it?
I was not that cool. I wasn't even cool enough to be pranked like that.
Well, here's the thing. You were cool because you had to be uncool to get that shit, because I had a couple of those. Like, I remember some guy called our house when I was in like high school, and like my dad got the call. And this person wrote that I did unspeakable acts on a bathroom stall in a truck stop, and my father was fierce, and he was on the phone like, what fucking truck stop are you at? Like, it was like, and like this guy told him. My dad drove there and fucking like got that number the fuck off there. Like, he went down there and did that. Like, that's insane. I'd have just been like, well, I'm fucked for a while if people call this. But he went down and he saw that it was there. He's like, you need to find out who did that. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking find out. I could just hope you trust it wasn't me. Like,
right. You know, this is all a work of fiction. Cruel joke.
As from this summer, I learned that Rick Springfield said, "Don't talk to strangers." So I'm learned. My 82 baby stuff coming through. Yes.
If you're gonna write your number down, maybe don't /Jenny by the end of it.
/Jenny. Which / only meant something come the 90s with the internet, like web addresses and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah. So like, yeah, so this guy stalks this girl, and she's like hooking up with the guy in her room, and it's the psychiatrist guy. And yeah, and it's like the cops come and get him. Like, they saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the psychiatry scenes, was that Freud on the wall?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, we need to be on the nose here so you can get what's going on.
Yeah.
Freud.
There's no nuance here. Be sure we get that in.
Like, wow. Just right. Oh, and then it ends on the mugshot.
Yeah, that's right. With the prison number is the cell phone, or is the cell phone, is the phone number.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this has got a lot of live performance. So there's like a little story in between a lot of the live performances, which are kind of fun and goofy. They're enjoyable enough to watch.
Yeah. And it's the whole thing of like the obsession and the stalking, but not actually doing anything about it.
Yes.
Letting it escalate into being the creeper in the bushes.
Right. Yes. Like, Jenny holds up the napkin. It should be raining.
Right.
I got your number, not him.
If you'd have just called it, just call it.
Do you think that's like, I just like, hey, I was at the bar the other night, you left me this number, and be like, she shows up like, you're not the guy, but okay. Come on.
But it's such a catchy tune that I couldn't get your number out of my head, so I figured, why the hell not?
Exactly.
So miss 100% of the chances you don't take. So.
Yes. Do you know? Question: do you know any other Tommy Tutone songs?
No, I don't. I couldn't tell one off the top of my head.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, it's a band where I'm like, I don't.
Like, I know as I was looking into the video, I thought I saw some pop up, but they don't. It was a one-hit wonder sort of thing. There was one other one that he said he still does this song, but for whatever other song they still do the 867-5309 / Jenny.
Yeah.
But I couldn't place any other ones, so I'm calling it a one-hit wonder. But
yeah. You know, I wonder if they do in concert. So do you remember the band from the 90s, the Toadies?
Yes, vaguely.
They did the they had one song, and I know then it's Possum Kingdom. That's it. Like, do you wanna die? My friend went to see him at like a state fair or something one time. There was like Small Little Mac, and it was like they get up on stage and like, all right, we're gonna play this so those of you who just came to see it can go. And they opened with it, and that was it. That was it played. That was how they opened it. So I wonder if Tommy Tutone ever, or they held it in their back pocket, like, we're making you stay the whole time. Don't go pee. Don't go pee. Don't get another beer. We might play it. We don't have anything else you can wait for. No covers tonight. You're not going to recognize anything. So I don't know. That's crazy. Oh, but yeah, Tommy Tutone. Jenny did have the number. Yeah. I don't know if this is like one of the greatest videos of the 80s, but it was fun to revisit.
Were there great videos in the 80s? But
There's
it's
some of them.
also like it
Thriller exists, so yes.
Well, fair. But it's the back and forth of like, don't change your number until I get up the cojones to call you, but instead I'm gonna like wait outside.
Right, yeah. Like, I'm cool with the creepy way around things.
Yeah. It's really just a story about take your chance, don't end up hauled away for being a creeper.
Or maybe he's like, oh no, I just like staring, girl. That's why I was there at the bar. You dropped that number. I was like, She dropped her number, not her address. So how do you know where she lived?
Well, exactly. There was no reverse phone number search at that point. So it adds a little creepier element.
And Jenny, I got your number. Followed you home to make you mine. Yeah, that's really, it's getting dark. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little dark. So
it's like 867-530 mine. That's what he did. So yeah, that was Tommy Tutone, 867-5309 / Jenny. Type it on your computer, see what happens. But to this, Jennifer, that'll do it for this week. You'll be back here in a couple weeks to talk another video. But until then, let people know what you got going on and where they can find you.
867-5309. No, wait.
Somebody wrote that down.
I was going to say somebody wrote that down. As long as they're not outside in the bushes, we'll be good. So I actually have a book coming out this year. So I have a book that's coming out later this year. And my podcast is the Courage to Rise podcast on Spotify. It's on iTunes. And you can go to my website, either couragetorise.com or jenniferwreyford.com. couragetorise.com is a hell of a lot easier. So
there you go. Awesome. And I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Brandon4KUHD, written work at whysoblue.com. I'll be back on Monday with Scott, and we're going to be talking about the behemoth that is Rocky Trace and the other couple movies that came out the final weekend of May 1982. Until then, stay.
Last summer of 82 with 40.
Thank you for listening. The Brandon Peters Show is a Creative Zombie Studios production. Produced by Brad Shoemaker and Brandon Peters. Written and edited by Brandon Peters. Announcer vocals by Jessica Alsman. Theme song by Metavari. Web design and show art by Brad Shoemaker with Brandon Peters. All music and clips featured in the episode are property of their respective studios, and no infringement is intended. The Summer of 82 at 40 and News of the Moment themes by Pres Maxson. Additional information on this and other episodes at thebrandonpetershow.com. For any inquiries, press opportunities, or sponsorship, contact mail@thebrandonpetershow.com. The show is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere podcasts are found.